I think it starts with parenting. I mean, I almost didn't play college lacrosse because I wasn't recruited. Like, I didn't have many options to go to school. At one point, I had no options. You know, my 5th year of high school, trying to go somewhere. But I think it was because of how
Why'd you have a 5th year of high school?
I wasn't recruited, so I took a post-grad year at a prep school.
So you were that hardcore?
Yeah.
And that's where I thought you were going to go.
Yeah, I think it was
so you were that
dad.
religious of like, fuck this, I'm playing lacrosse.
Yeah, I think it stems from my dad. When I was younger, it was all about being, you know, the best you can be and being the best and winning. And, you know, I was good when I was younger.
What made you that's such an intense gear.
Yeah.
Like I can't even think of anybody I know that took a fucking 5th year of high school to me, why didn't you accept that the market said you weren't good enough, like, because it was still one more option and you needed to, like, scratch that itch? I'm curious of the psychology of, like, nobody recruit, like, it feels, like, I mean this when I say this. I really don't think I don't know for anybody's, like, I'd love for anybody to shake their head. Like, I don't even know anybody who ever took a 5th year of high school to get into a sport. Like, that's an intense jump.
Yeah. It was... I had that. I love lacrosse. I had that dream of playing Division I lacrosse at the highest level possible, playing on Memorial Day in the national championship. And when that wasn't happening, I was like, okay, what do I need to do differently to be better? And I kept, you know, working, and put so much time and effort into it.
When did it set in that wasn't happening? Late junior year?
I'd say my senior year. I want to say I was recruited to like Division III, Division II.
Understood.
You know, not the.
But we're not talking Hopkins and Syracuse and Princeton. Like,
I'd say my junior to senior year, and I was committed to a Division I school that was, you know, outside the top 50, and I was like, okay, this is my last push to make this happen. I had a great.
So you had a hedge
year.
Late junior going to senior.
I had a hedge.
You had a hedge.
Yeah.
And you're like, but I'm gonna fucking dismantle it.
Yep.
And somebody's gonna see that and swoop in.
Yep. And then I did that. I said, I'm not coming. And I took a 5th year at the prep school.
So you did that senior year, and that didn't happen, right? A tier top 10 school didn't come and recruit.
I actually made this decision after my senior year. So I made it in the summer after senior year. I said, I'm not coming. And I'm
to this school.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm going to go to this prep school.
I'm going to the prep school.
And that's allowed?
Yeah, I not really.
You're like,
no. I signed a contract. You know, I was
Yeah.
supposed to be there, so technically I could only look at non-scholarship schools.
Right. That part. I mean, the prep school. Like, you could go. Like, so what ended up happening? You go to the prep school, and what happens?
I was talking to a few schools. They all told me they didn't have room for me. Couldn't get me in. And at one point in October, the reason I was there, play Division I lacrosse, I wasn't talking to anyone. And then out of nowhere, Cornell came, and
you had to be redshirted for a year, or like
no, it was there the next year. Yeah,
yeah, and that's
it was crazy. I remember calling my mom crying.
Sure.
When these 2 other schools told me they couldn't take me, and I was like, "What am I here for?"
At this prep school.
Yeah, I'm here because I want to play lacrosse.
I'm a 5th year senior.
I'm a 5th year. I don't own a car. I can't go out. I can't leave
Where were you?
Deerfield Academy in Massachusetts.
So you're in Mass.
Yeah, Deerfield, Mass.
Right. Deerfield, exactly. So you're in Deerfield, Mass. All your friends are literally like 6-8 weeks into their college lives.
Yep.
You're in this high school.
I'm in a single dorm room with, you know, the center of the football team. So they added a bed for me to get in there. It was just like, it was a high school. Yeah. Like, what am I doing?
And when did Cornell call?
November. I went up for homecoming and hit it off with the coaching staff. The coach called me back. He's like, "You want to come?" I was like, "Well, I have no other options, so yeah, let's do it." And I played the national championship my freshman year at Cornell.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So literally in October, you're a 5th year senior in wherever fucking Mass, and literally that spring summer you're in the NCAA tournament
out in front
playing
of
for
40,000 people. Yeah, crazy.
That was an intense 8 months.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what did you see around you in this highly competitive Northeast environment? Like, you just saw a lot of parents fucking up or did you even realize it was happening? You're a kid.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
did you see like dads yelling, like just like lack of self-awareness, like dads, like a kid that you knew sucked shit, like in junior high that had no prayer because he didn't have the size or the speed or the skill, but his dad, when you came over, like literally thinks his son's going to be at Hopkins?
I think you see it today more than ever. I mean,
why?
From
your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, everything that you touched on, I think it's just like that. notion that parents, they want their kids to like think that they're going to be this, they want to be positive, think that they're going to be this great thing. I mean, I would have like 5 goals in youth league, and I'd come off the field, my dad would be like, you missed this one on the crease and you missed this guy who was wide open there.
Do you feel like that can go far the other way?
I feel like that's why I'm here today, is because my dad was so critical of me.
Yes.
And I love him for it.
Do you feel like, do you think if your dad was sitting here, that if I asked him, hey bro, do you think that you, Dad, would have had the self-awareness that your son wasn't dealing with that well, that you would have been able to take the foot off the pedal, or do you think your dad had one move the other way?
I don't,
because I think most parents have one move one way or the other, and I'm most fascinated by the parent that has the ability to go to the middle when they react to the reality versus their own ambition.
Yeah, I think he would have. I think he saw how I reacted to it. And,
right, so
and
it was
I was like competitive. It was positive for me.
Sure.
And then eventually, when I got to high school,
you had friends that had dads or moms doing the same thing.
Exactly.
That crumbled under that.
Yep.
And wanted to punch their parent in the face.
Absolutely.
I'm on a new level.